This is a bit weird, considering this was supposed to be a Mayu Mayu free time event, and guess what? We're alone here now with Shou. What the fuck happened? What's up, people? We are back with more of Ace Academy. In the previous video, we wrapped up the third route with Kaori. Now we're going to be playing through the last one, the Mayu route, and I feel like her character we know about the least, right? It's not because I necessarily didn't like her or anything. I actually thought she was cool, but she was just a very quiet, calm girl most of the time. And also, you know, she liked Shou, which kind of became apparent after quite a while actually. So, you know, I feel like just when you are surrounded by a bunch of girls like Kaori, who is kind of loud on occasions, Valerie, who is kind of in your face, a girl like Mayu tends to kind of shift towards the background. So you actually have to actively, I feel like, look Mayu up if you really want to get to know her better, you know? That's just the type of girl that she is. And then when you already know she's interested in someone else, I feel like for me personally, that's the reason why I didn't really go after her too much. But it had nothing to do with the fact that I didn't like her or anything like that, because she was actually quite interesting in the few free time events that we have done with her. Because the couple of things that we do know about her, right, is that she is into music. She likes mainly, I think, classical music. We know that from the audition thingy that we did together in a free time event, and also when we were at the club, the XZ concert, when she met like the Von Beethoven dude, and she was all giddy and excited about that. So yeah, that's one thing we know about her. And also the second thing is that she kind of likes manga / comic books and whatnot, you know? So I guess those are the two kind of things that I know about Mayu at the moment. But other than that, we don't know too much about it, which is why we're actually starting all the way still at episode 1 at the beginning. We're just going to be doing all the free time events with her that we haven't done yet, which I think is quite a bunch. About the same, or maybe 1 or 2 more than we did with Kaori. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. Time to break up the super couple of Mayu and Shou. So let's see what Mayu is all about and what she is up to as well. I wonder what Mayu is up to. I dial her number and she answers almost immediately. She's like, oh, someone calls. Shou, is it you? Shou?
Hello?
Hello, Mayu. Oh, hi. It's Hugh. By the way, one thing that was mentioned, right, is that at some point I felt like it was hinted towards at least once or twice throughout the entire story in the first playthrough, was something with her last name. Like, apparently it's some sort of famous last name or something, but we haven't gotten to know anything about that. So we'll probably learn something about that through this route, her route as well, I think.
Oh, hi.
Hello, remember me? I'm the new guy that just joined your team. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We pause. Okay, this couldn't have been a more awkward start to our friendship, possible relationship, and conversation than if we were both naked standing in front of each other. Okay, hi. I didn't think this through. No, mainly we expected her to say something. That's the kind of conversationalist that I am, you know? I am not a person that's good at conversations, but I can talk well with another person if they are the ones that brings up the conversations and whatnot, you know? I feel like I can talk well with another person, but talking on my own or being like the person that encourages the conversation and all that stuff, I'm really bad at that. So yeah, if there's a person that just talks a lot, I can talk along with them very, very well. But then once it becomes quiet, I don't know what the fuck to do. So yeah, I did not think this through. So, how are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
Good. Oh god. I can practically hear her confusion. Like, okay, there's a reason you must have called, right?
Are you looking for Shou?
No! If we are looking for Shou, why would we call you, Mayu? Well, I'm interrupted by a clamoring in the background and can make out a muffled Shou. Oh, Shou is actually with her.
Me? Is it for me?
No, Shou, nobody calls you ever. his voice becomes clear.
What's up, brosif?
No, I didn't call for you! God dang it, uh-oh. So very early on already, you kind of get the vibe like, hey, why is Shou there with Mayu in the background? Like, sure, they could just sort of be at school or hanging out together, you know? But this kind of makes it seem like she was at home. Shou was at her house too. Uh-oh. Oh, hey Shou. Are you and Mayu hanging out?
Yeah, we're just at the cafe getting our nom on. Come join us.
Our nom on? Really? Okay. No thanks, sure, I guess. Sure. You know, we're a lonely guy at the moment. We're new. Sure, let's hang out with our teammates. You don't mind? I'm not like, you know, interrupting your date or anything like that.
No way, the more the merrier.
Cause I don't want to be that third lonely guy, you know, that's kind of on the side while the couple like makes out with each other and you're just standing there like, alright, well, what shall I do? Cool. I'll be right over.
See you soon.
See you soon. We hang up and I head to my bike. Why does this feel more like I'm going out on a date and going to see Shou? There they are. Shou waves me over to the back of the cafe where he and Mayu are sitting. Mayu smiles when she notices me.
Hi.
Hi, Mayu. She is so, I don't know, her voice is actually, I don't know, there's something about it. I could almost call it sexy. Hey, Mayu. Shou.
Good to see you, man.
It's just sort of so soft. I don't know. It has a relaxing nature to it as well.
Have a seat.
Sure. Thanks. I sit down beside Mayu. I really feel like I'm interrupting something, but whatever. They said they didn't mind. Shou slides me a menu. I quickly scan it, and when the waitress comes over, I ask her for a green tea latte. The waitress leaves as soon as I order. What about you guys?
Oh, it's okay. We already ordered.
You already got your nom on? You're all nommed out? Oh.
So what rank do you think we earned?
What was it? We got 16 or 19? Huh?
From the qualifiers.
Probably somewhere mid-range. Top 10 for sure, somewhere on the lower end of the spectrum. I don't know, you know, I did pretty well with my, overdrive outburst, so I'm gonna be confident. Oh, we'll definitely be up top, even though I already know the result.
You think so?
Sure, of course, we did excellent. Well, I did. Yeah, did you see those AIs? By the time we were done with them, they were as good as scrap metal. Shou just laughs.
Well, I think we're going to get a good ranking. What do you think, Mayu?
We'll probably be somewhere in the 20s range.
Oh, wow, that's actually not that, she's not that confident?
That's pretty good.
Really? Somewhere in the 20s is good? I mean, we got 19th or something, right? I guess then we did. I'm actually curious, how many teams are there? Like, we don't know how big the school is, we don't know how many students there are, but like a team consists out of 4 members at the very minimum, right? So 10, but I mean, it's an entire, no, not everybody is like a gear pilot, because look at Yuna's not a gear pilot, Valerie's not a gear pilot, so not every student at the school is a gear pilot. So that really makes me curious. If they say top or in the 20s is good, that means that good is generally like above average, right? Above average, you would good. That's kind of the same meaning, sort of close enough. But that means then 40 teams at least, or let's just say a nice round number of 50. That means 50 times 4. That means 200 pilots at least at the school. I guess that's not too far-fetched considering Ace Academy is probably a really big school. Okay, that makes sense. Then 20s is not that bad out of the 50 teams, I guess. I just completely made that scenario up, but that makes at least makes it seem like, you know, 20s is good because that's what they're referring to.
How is it?
Amazing. Shou grins. Wait, what? I probably got my green latte delivered.
Now you know our worst kept secret. This is the best cafe on campus.
But I came here all the time with Valerie. Worst kept secret?
Because everyone else knows this place is good too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, even I got that one, dude. They both wait patiently while I sip my drink. Didn't you guys order too? Mayu nods. So, where are your drinks? Oh god, don't tell me they already finished and the only reason they're actually staying here as well is because I came here?
We finished them.
Oh god. This feels awkward. It feels like I'm making them wait for me. You mean you guys had ordered and finished your drinks before I even arrived?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I get this really weird vibe for some reason. I feel like they're staring at me, because that's kind of the thing if you were in a situation like this. Both of them are already finished eating their food and drinks that they ordered. We're there sitting eating or drinking or whatever, you know. Both of them are probably thinking, alright, well, when can we leave? Because they're probably doing this just to be nice, you know. It's just like a courtesy, right? He's a new guy, we'll wait for him. But part of me just feels like they're staring at me and like, go drink, finish your goddamn drink, dude. Oh. Let's sip our drink quickly. Another silence falls. Suddenly, my tea seems very interesting. After another few minutes, Mayu stands.
I'm sorry, but I just remembered I need to go. I promised my father I'd meet him later today.
Okay. Shou seems surprised.
Really? I thought earlier you said you were free all day.
I'm sorry. I had forgotten about this. I'll catch up with you later.
She doesn't want to hang out with you, Shou. Okay, bye. We exchange goodbyes, and she leaves. This is a bit weird, considering this was supposed to be a Mayu Mayu free time event, and guess what? We're alone here now with Shou. What the fuck happened? I continue to sip at my drink, while Shou watches her walk away, his face a mirror of curiosity and skepticism. Once she is completely out of earshot, I turn back toward Shou. Mayu left in kind of a hurry.
Yeah.
Maybe she just couldn't handle the awkwardness. Is that normal?
No.
I wonder if she's disappointed I dropped in and interrupt them. Probably. Do you think she left because of me? He glances at me in surprise.
Why'd you think that?
Because you're thick-headed and don't understand that she fucking likes you, dude. Well, I don't know. She left pretty soon after I arrived. Is there anything going on between you two?
Nothing, we're just friends.
Dude. Shou. Does she know that?
Huh?
I kind of get the feeling that she might be into you. Already. Like, we just arrived here, well, a couple of days ago. We're the new guy here, and we already got that feeling, dude. Shou pauses, then bursts out laughing.
That's silly. Mayu and I have known each other for years. I'm pretty sure she sees me as her older brother.
Oh, Shou, you couldn't be more wrong, you silly, silly goose. So, you wouldn't mind if I maybe ask her out sometime? Oh, dang! Taking advantage of it? Shou flashes me a wide grin.
For real? You two would be great together. Mayu's an awesome girl.
Oh my god, Shou is so fucking stupid. I feel like he's almost as dense as the beginning main characters in the Sakura games. Holy shit. Yeah, I can tell. Talk to Shou about something else. Since Mayu already left, I have no reason to stay. Yeah, peace out, dude. I'm out of here. I only came here for Mayu. You're not an interesting fellow at all, broski. Okay, I take that back. He's pretty interesting in his own way. I downed the last bit of my drink, but this is not the Shou route, goddammit. Well, it was good to see you again, Shou, but I need to be heading out too. I've got something to do with Nikki. He looks a bit surprised, but nods.
No problem. We can hang out another time.
Yeah, sure, we definitely can. Yeah. We both get up and pay for our orders, then leave the cafe and head our separate ways. I mean, we got his approval, not that we needed it in the first place, but, you know, knowing what happens in the future, it's kind of nice to know that Shou basically says, like, yeah, sure, go for Mayu. So now that we have that, that's just like, alright, all green lights are on, just freaking go for Mayu. Alright, this is the third free time event with Mayu. You might be a bit surprised, like, huh, why third? Where's the second? Well, basically the second was one that we actually already did somewhat in the beginning, where we saw Mayu in the library, remember? And we were kind of sneaking on her, and we were like watching her from afar where she was trying to get a book from the top shelf. And then she almost fell, or she actually kind of fell, and we caught her instead. And then we kind of talked with her a little bit. And then we did learn a couple of things about her. Mainly that she is an introvert. And what was the other thing? That her parents kind of raised her in a, I guess, old-fashioned manner, you know? A lot of things, like she was able to write very well, which is just kind of, I guess, a lost art in the year 2049, where a lot of things, if not everything, is sort of electronic. So yeah, that's the main key points to take away from the second free time event with Mayu. So let's do the third one now. It's such a nice day out that I decide to do some studying outside. Studying outside? What? I make myself comfortable on the bench in the courtyard when I see Mayu walk past. She's carrying a case with her. Hey, Mayu! I stand and wave. She turns at the sound of her name and comes over when she sees me.
Hi, I didn't see you there.
That's why I waved you over. No worries. Where are you headed?
I'm going to the music room.
Ooh. She shuffles the case from one hand to the other. That's why she got the case. That's cool. You play an instrument?
Yep, the violin.
Ooh, a violin master.
Do you play an instrument?
Does air guitar count? My parents tried to get me interested in music when I was young, and I was forced to do lessons. But I quit when I was older to pursue other activities. We're around the teenage years, you know, other activities, you know exactly what that is.
I understand. When my father first put me in lessons, I hated it. But the more I practiced and learned about music, the more I liked it.
I mean, that I feel like if I ever become a parent, you know, that's one of the things I would probably want my kid to do. Now, I don't want to force anything on them, but I want them to experience a lot of different things so they can at least have a feel for it. And if they like it, they can pursue it more, you know? But I feel like that's a lot of things parents do, or at least that's what I hope. Because some parents actually, they kind of force their broken dreams or things that they've never been able to accomplish themselves. Some parents force those things onto their kids, you know? And then the kids kind of like, oh god, I gotta do this, and they don't really want to, but it makes their parents happy, so they tend to do that. So yeah, I don't really want that for my kid, of course. I just want it to be happy to do whatever it wants to do. I don't know why I'm suddenly talking about my possible kids that I might not ever even have. I don't know. That's good. It's always harder to do something when you dislike it. Mayu nods. I'd love to hear you play sometime. Mayu's eyes grow wide, and her hands tremble. Uh-oh, did that make you nervous?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd be too embarrassed.
Aw, Mayu, don't be shy. It's only me. How come?
It's so embarrassing to play in front of an audience. I practice alone.
Aw, I can understand that, sure. So you've never performed at a recital or anything? She shakes her head. That's a waste of talent. I mean, obviously you don't if you're good at it. It's just what makes you happy, right? If you don't want to perform in front of people, then sure, why you don't have to.
No, I've always had private lessons, so I've never had to play in front of a crowd before.
You don't have to be embarrassed. I'll teach you a trick. What are you scared of? I don't think she needs to be embarrassed, but I guess this is the more important question, asking what she's scared of. Because sometimes people just think like it's too scary, and when they actually think it over, like, wait, what am I actually scared of? They start to realize themselves, like they have nothing really to fear. Why would you be embarrassed?
What if they don't think I'm good?
Well, that could happen, but that just means you gotta practice more, right? Don't let that ruin or discourage you. You'll never know if you only play in private. And I feel like that's the reason. I always wonder whenever like those new seasons of American Idol or whatever that shit starts, right? When a 30-year-old or 20-year-old something, you know, suddenly comes out of nowhere and they have like the voice of an angel or something like that. I'm always surprised, like how the fuck do they find these people 8 seasons in? But I feel like it's more kind of like this confidence thing where they actually are really good, but they've never put themselves out there to the world. And like something like American Idol or, you know, anything like that, it's kind of a stage for them where they're actually like, they're probably nervous as hell, like, oh shit. Like the old previous 4 seasons before that, they wanted to participate and then decided against it because they didn't think they were good enough. So I feel like it's always sort of a confidence issue or something like this, like Mayu has, like sort of just nervousness, embarrassed about performing in front of an audience or something, but you'll never know how good you are or how people will think about your talent or skills in your instrument or singing if you don't actually make that step or do that thing, you know? So I feel like you have to just do it at least once, experience it. Because if you've never had it before, then you don't really know either, right? You're just sort of guessing or assuming.
That is true.
Still, she doesn't seem convinced. Okay, how about we make a deal? I'll do something embarrassing, then you'll play for me.
No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, so you're gonna play with me without me having to do something embarrassing? Bingo! But if I do, you'll play for me, right? She bites her lip. Worry clouds her eyes. Don't be afraid. Watch this! Okay, what are we gonna do? In one long leap, I jump onto the bench, but I miscalculate my distance, and my foot hits the edge of the seat. I windmill my arms trying to catch my balance. Uh-oh, gosh, shit. But end up toppling over the back of the bench and falling face first into the grass. Uh-oh, face plant. All of the surrounding students pause to stare at me, and the laughter that follows seems to stretch forever before it gradually dies down. Well, I mean, I knew we would, I guess this is part of the plan, right? Embarrassing ourselves, but who knew it would be on such a big scale that not only we're embarrassing ourselves in front of Mayu, but in front of a lot of other students outside as well. Once everyone loses interest, I untangle my limbs and push myself to standing. Wow, nobody even came to check up on us, like, is that dude okay? No, they all just kept laughing, like, ha 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 ha, he hurt his face so bad, his face probably fucked up, his nose is broken or flat right now, but ha 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 ha, don't even bother to look at him, check if he's fine. My cheeks are burning as I check myself for bruises. That definitely did not go as planned.
Are you okay?
I hope so. Is my nose still straight? Yeah, I'm fine. That should have earned me at least 3 private lessons, or at least private, performances from Mayu. Mayu's face and neck are bright red, and as I straighten up, she hides her face in her hands.
I can't believe you did that!
That's just how bad I want to see you perform, Mayu. Aw, hey, why are you embarrassed? I'm the one who did that, and I'm okay.
I don't know.
She lowers her hands and glances at me. I grin at her. See, I'm still alive, for now. Mayu hesitates, then she laughs. I've never noticed how cute her laugh is. She notices me staring and hides her laughter with her hand.
What?
Nothing, you're just a cute girl. Nothing. It's your turn now. Mayu shakes her head. Oh, come on, don't tell me I just face planted my head into the grass for nothing.
I can't! It's too embarrassing! But I promise, I'll play for you another time. But only when it's just you.
You promise? Another time, pinky promise? Toe promise? I nod. I'll hold you to it, definitely. She smiles.
I'd better get to practice now.
Alright, good luck, have fun practicing. Sure, I'm going to go somewhere where no one just watched me do that. Mayu giggles again, then waves goodbye. Once she's gone, I find a secluded area on campus to finish studying. Boom, the 4th free time event with Mayu. This better be her performing her violin solo recital for me. I wonder if Mayu was serious about playing the violin for me. I'm actually really curious how well she plays. I dial Mayu's number. Now's the time, baby. She answers the phone.
Hello?
Hey, Mayu. About that violin session? Can we do it now? Come on. Well, I'm ready to listen if you're ready to play.
Sorry, but my father is coming to
Always
visit
your
us,
father?
and I have errands I need to run before he gets here.
That's her go-to excuse. Always her father is coming. Wasn't her father just here? Oh, he comes to visit often, doesn't he? There's a slight pause. And I'm positive she's nodding.
He's an alumni of ACE and has regular business with the dean, so he's here very often.
Oh, okay. Is she actually serious? Or because if this is part of the lie, that's actually really elaborate. Like that she is just able to come up with this on the spot. That makes her like I don't know. That makes her have like the mind of a serial, not killer, but a psychopath or something like that. You know, that you're able to lie like this on the spot. That's kind of a talent, strange enough. So I'm hoping this is the truth, actually. Your father knows the dean?
Yeah, they were classmates here at ACE, but that's not why he's here so often. ACE has the strongest pilot program in Japan, so naturally, most of the graduates here are accepted into my father's military program.
Oh, your father has a military program. Oh.
He and the dean have been working together to build a bridging program between ACE and the military college.
The sound quality sounded very different between those two sentences, but okay. Like the other one was actually over the phone, and this one she was actually talking straight into our ear. And your father teaches at the military college?
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. I knew Mayu's father was pretty distinguished based on what I'd heard about him, but I had no idea he was this distinguished. No wonder Mayu always seems worried or stressed when he comes to visit. I mean, it would be like if Hideo Akemi came to visit. Wait a minute. Mayu! Your last name is Akemi!
Yeah.
Akemi? The same Akemi as Hideo Akemi?
You mean grandfather?
That's your grandpappy? How can you say that so casually? I wish my grandfather was famous. This explains a lot. I mean, apparently her grandfather is popular. Grandfather? Do you know who he is?
Yes, he's my grandfather.
Yeah, but besides that, and the father of military gear piloting.
I suppose that's true too.
See, that's always so funny. Family members of like someone famous, they see like all sides, and they know usually those famous people better, you know, so they know kind of their quote-unquote bad or icky or yucky side. I don't know what the fuck they call it, but you know all sides of that person, you know. So for those people, they are generally not that special, because they're like, yeah, it's just my grandfather, it's just like any other man, you know. Whereas for other people who actually look up to that person as like an idol, they're like, oh my god, because usually, especially when it comes to like idols and whatnot, they only want to show their good sides to the people, you know. That's the whole part of the marketing and whatnot. So obviously that makes people fans of that person to begin with. They're like, oh yeah, you're so cool, you're so awesome. But for like the grand artist, it's like, oh god, I gotta go to stupid grandfather again. He smells like hard candy.
Anyway, I should get going. I'm sorry I can't play for you today.
Are you serious? That's okay. Are you free over the weekend? Maybe we can postpone it until then.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, and then what? Your grandfather comes back out of his grave? Great. Don't back out on me, okay? I respond jokingly, but Mayu takes me seriously.
I promise you will have your private show this weekend.
Yes, cha-ching! This sentence could be totally taken out of context, and it would be something entirely different, but we all know what it is about, right? Music. Just music. Did she just say what I think she said?
I mean, concert!
Yeah.
I'll play
We got
then.
it.
I mean, I'll play for you then. Play my violin!
Play for me, girl. Play for me. I tried to hold back a laugh. Okay.
I have to go. Bye!
Bye, Mayu. Say hello to your dad for me. She quickly ends the call. Although I can't see her, I can imagine how adorable Mayu looks when she's flustered. And I'm a little disappointed to have missed it. Come on, it's 2049. Why does our regular phone calls not even have face cam or anything at the moment, you know? That thing should be like mandatory in 2049. Okay, not really. I actually don't want to see my own face or have people see my face when I call them. That's actually a bad idea. Okay, that should not be mandatory. I take that back. Oh well, at least I have the weekend to look forward to.